Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Beast EM2 video. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Halloween Cup in the Great League for the Go Battle League. So right now we're going to be taking a look at Golbat, Greninja, and Froslass. Golbat is going to be very meta in this cup. According to PvP Poke, it is ranked number 1, so I decided to run it and see how good it performs. So let's go ahead and jump right into the commentary. So the Golbat right here, I have used it in the lead right here. I was able to drop Greninja's defense a little bit. Night Slash comes in and we're going to be able to throw another Poison Fang. So the wing attack, Poison Fang is going to be the most common moveset in this meta. Golbat comes in and right here we're going to go ahead and stay. We panicked there a little bit because we should have thrown the Poison Fang. Unfortunately though we didn't. They got to it, but we're able to survive it. So we're going to throw our Poison Fang. Just a reminder that Poison Fang will always drop your opponent's defense. As you can see there, the defense fell. And now they brought in a Clefable. So Clefable right here is going to be chunking us down. And we cannot swap right here. So we're going to go ahead and stay with our Froslass right there. Greninja would get completely walled by that Clefable. Unfortunately for us though, they did not shield that Avalanche. And we're going to be able to knock out that Clefable. They bring in that Golbat and we're going to swap immediately onto our Greninja with those water shurikens being generating so much energy. That Poison Fang comes in, drops our defense, but that is going to be okay. We're going to go ahead and bait with the Night Slash because we do need to pick up shields. We're able to pick up their last shield and now this Hydro Cannon should be able to knock out that Golbat. Thankfully we have one shield and we're able to shield up that Poison Fang and throw this Hydro Cannon for a good game right there. So let me know down below in the comments what are you guys running in this Halloween Cup. Let me know how your Halloween event is actually going. I have picked up 2 shiny Alolan Meowths. I'm still looking for that shiny what is it? No, the Trevenant one. I'm still looking for that one. Right there, we're able to throw now the Shadow Ball. We did get hit with a Poison Fang, but that is going to be okay. We did a decent amount of damage with the Shadow Ball right there. And now we're going to swap perfectly onto that charge move because we're going to be anticipating Shadow Ball. And it is going to be Shadow Ball. We're able to tank it with our Greninja. But unfortunately, though, they bring a Charger Bug. And now we are in big trouble because we cannot bring in Golbat because Golbat is going to be super weak to those electric type moves. Froslass is going to be our only bet right here. And that's going to be if we're able to throw these avalanches quick enough. But Volt Switch charges up so quick. And they have X-Scissor right there. And as you can see, they had back-to-back moves. So this is going to be a very tough battle. Discharge gets shielded. And now we're going to go ahead and go with our Avalanche. This should do a decent amount of neutral damage. Froslass is a very good attacker in the Great League. And we're not going to be able to throw that Avalanche to the Charger Bug because they swapped into Jellicent, and that's gonna allow us to bring in our own Golbat, and we're gonna go ahead and throw that Shadow Ball to knock out that Jellicent right there. Unfortunately though, Charger Bug is gonna be able to get one Volt Switch, and they are able to get to a charge move, knocking us out with Discharge. And now it's gonna be a race to the next charge move, but all they needed them was one more Volt Switch, and they got to a charge move. This Discharge is not enough, but they're going to be able to farm us down. So, GG's to my opponent. Let's go ahead and jump into the next battle. Golbat versus Obstagoon. This one right here, we're going to go ahead and just go straight Poison Fang. Shadow Ball will be resisted very hard, so there's no point in us throwing Shadow Ball. This right here is going to be a Poison Fang, and it's going to drop our opponent's defense as well, as you could see here. And it does actually a decent amount of neutral damage, and we're already halfway with that Obstagoon, so that is actually very good for us. Night Slash comes in and they got their attack boost. That's gonna be okay because we're gonna be putting that pressure with those Poison Fangs. As you can see there, we picked up a shield. That is perfect. And I believe right here we are not going to shield because there's no point. We're gonna let our Golbat go down. As you could see there, now Froslass we only brought in Froslass because it's going to be able to resist those counters. We are going to need a shield because remember this Obstagoon is boosted right there. So we are able to knock out that Obstagoon. They bring in a Sableye, which is going to be perfect for us right here. We're going to be able to throw one Avalanche. And then we're going to swap out because those Shadow Claws will be resisted. They bring in Drapion right here. There's no need to try to bait with Night Slash. We're gonna go ahead and go straight Hydro Cannon. As you can see, did a decent amount of neutral damage, and Water Shuriken charges up energy so fast. As you can see there, we got to another one, and now we're gonna be able to comfortably shield this. I believe we are gonna shield it. No, we're actually gonna let it go, and for the reason for that is because you see our defense fell right there, and right there we're gonna let just this Greninja go. But in a different type of matchup, different type of scenario, we would have saved that shield for that next charge move. But thankfully though, we're able to get this Froslass with another Avalanche and knock out that Sableye. So I think we were going to be playing it safe just so that we could have a shield for that Sableye. But thankfully though, we did not need it. Now Carbink is going to be a very tough Pokemon to beat because it is so tanky right here. We're going to go ahead and throw Shadow Ball. One Shadow Ball barely did any damage to it, and they're going to be able to beat us down with those smackdowns. That is going to be okay. We're going to go ahead and throw another Shadow Ball. The main reason we are not shielding this is because if they threw energy like that, it's going to be actually good for the next Pokemon that's going to come in. And Greninja's going to be able to do super effective damage with those Water Shurikens because Carbink is part rock. So as you can see there, now we're going to shield because it's also part fairy, and they could throw a fairy type move and knock us out. They're going to be bringing in Galvantula, and right here we're going to go ahead and throw a Night Slash. Hydro Cannon would be the most ideal move, but that is going to be okay. We're going to swap immediately into our Froslass and start charging up energy. We are going to shield this lunch. We resisted it, but thankfully though, we are still going to shield it. We're going to be able to throw an Avalanche right here to put pressure for them to use their shields. They didn't, and that knocks out that Galvantula right there. They brought Carbink back in, but we're going to be able to farm it down comfortably. We have energy. They have a Trevenant, which is going to be okay as long as we're able to get to another Avalanche right here. We aren't able to swap into our Greninja, but we do beat that Trevenant to the charge move, and we're going to be able to knock it out. So GG's to my opponent. Now let's go ahead and jump into the last battle of the video. Right here, this lead is going to be very tough because we're going to have to stay in it. But unfortunately though, I believe our opponent was lagging, or they probably got distracted. That has happened to me before where I get distracted, but that is going to be okay. We're going to go ahead and throw a Poison Fang. That drops their defense. We're able to get back-to-back Poison Fangs right here, and our opponent uses both of their shields early on. So right here, I believe we are going to let this go because we're going to be able to come in with our Greninja or a Froslass to charge up energy, as you can see there. And we are going to be shielding up this for the potential Discharge. Discharge will do a decent amount of neutral damage, and we're going to be able to farm it down and have energy for whatever they have in the back. They do bring in a Sableye. We're going to save all that energy on the Froslass and swap into our Greninja for that neutral Hydro Cannon damage. Greninja is actually a very good Pokemon. So if you didn't get one during Community Day, make sure to look for one during December's Community Day for future cups right there. We're going to be able to knock out this Nidoqueen, and now they're going to be bringing in back their Sableye. We are going to be able to shield this and call it a good game to our opponent. That return gets shielded, and we're going to be able to farm it down. So there you guys have it. That's the team I started this Halloween Cup with. Let me know down below what team you guys are running in the Halloween Cup. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.